Folks, just chilling. Look at them just chilling. Alrighty. Yo, what's going on, guys? GT Robbie back in the vlog. So today we're gonna try to finish the 350Z, get it all finished up. We are gonna end up swapping the engine soon, so that's what's gonna be going down in this video, guys. So I'm very excited. Apparently we have to try to really just try to get this thing done so we can go to the track, go try to drift with the homies. So that's basically what we're trying to do. That's the goal here. That's the goal here in order to get things done so we can go to the track. So very excited. Obviously I showed you guys, we have the wheels on. We got other things going on. As far as this, we're gonna get our diff put back on, get our engine swapped, everything put back in the car. So I cannot be more than excited to do this. So obviously the lift has been helping me grip. I'm very thankful for this. It's helped me get numerous things done, like the Civic that we have not been working on lately, but we will be working on. I also have my GTR just chilling. I need to put some parts on. Plenty of stuff to do. BRZ sitting out there waiting to get loved, or waiting for some parts to be put on, as I should say, not loved. But everything's going smooth, so let's go ahead and finish this build, shall we? We're up in the air right now. Obviously I showed you my dual caliper. I have definitely something going on in here. I have a line going through, coming out through the bottom. I got one right there. So both the brake lines are being ran through into the car. I also have my Ripper e-brake in the middle, which I'll show you guys here in a few. But on another note, we have very serious things we got to get done. So I did get my welded diff back from the shop. They got me a welded diff, so hell yeah, good news right there. So we got to throw that guy back in the car, and then after that, we're definitely trying to focus on getting this engine down first, because I have to get this down and ready so I can start swapping it out. So we're gonna go ahead and start working on that, see how it goes. But pretty much after that, yeah, there's really nothing else to do besides that. So let's go ahead and get going on this. I think we have to take out the sway bar. There's some hoses up there I gotta take off. There's quite a bit of stuff, but with good determination, should be able to get it done. So, oh, what the hell? That should be plugged in. Where's the plug for that? Oh, that one came off pretty good. Bolt on the subframe and it's coming out. Missed one. Woo! Oh, that one hit my foot. Not on the right spot I wanted it to. Ah. Woo! Man, that was painful. Very painful. All right, cool. Next part. Let's get this guy off real quick. Sway bar links, all right, cool. Let's get those guys off. Got a big old sway bar in the way. Let's get that off real quick. So the sway bar links go right there. We're probably just gonna end up unbolting it from right here, popping it right off, because we're gonna have to take off this whole sway bar. So once we get this bolt off, we'll take this off, and then this will come off. All complete off with the sway bar, so this will come right off right here as well. This impact's insane. Sway bar's off. All right, one step ahead. Let's go ahead and get this bumper out of the way, since it's only being held on by zip ties anyways, because it'd probably be easier just to work on it without it. Of course, once we're done with this, we'll use the proper clips you're supposed to use for a bumper. Yep, easy as that. So last night, we did work on the Z, and we got everything taken off that we need to get taken off. It's kind of crazy, but what we did last night, we got a lot of progress done. So we did end up getting a lot of these disconnected, the plugs, And we got the steering rack disconnected. We also have the lower control arms disconnected, just hanging there. So basically all that's ready to do is just put this engine on the lift table, strap her down, and basically what we'll do is we'll unbolt it in these 2 bolts right here. So as you can see, yeah, the progress is going very good. So right there, we'll definitely get that taken off. We also did the master cylinder. The master cylinder is disconnected. You can see the wire just hanging. Well, actually, this is the master cylinder right there. So that's hanging there. The steering rack's disconnected from the disconnector or whatever. So yeah, basically all there is to do now is just drop this whole thing, and which I'm gonna do right now. So transmission and all is coming out straight out of the car. So I'm very excited, very hyped for this. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's just do it. 2x6s ready to be dropped on top of this freaking lift table. Hopefully this Harbor Freight don't give out on me. This is probably a good, close to probably 500 pounds on the engine and probably 3 or 4 on the tranny. So this is maxing out the Harbor Freight jack lift table for sure. But we'll see how it goes. We're determined to get it down, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's get it. And Harbor Freight jack stands we trust. Let's do this, boy. Now my plan is to drop this nice and smooth. Yep. So let's go ahead and make the rounds real quick. We can get this about right here. That would be ideal. Now once we set it down, we can start taking this sucker off. Alright. Alright, this looks pretty prepped now. Now first things first, we gotta make sure that we're not dragging anything. So now that we have this up, we gotta make sure that nothing falls backwards, because we do not want that happening. Alright, so I'm taking off the nuts right now for the engine, the subframe. We got 2 of them coming out. Alright guys, it's almost game time. She's sitting right on the lift now. She's about to come out. Now we should be able to see it lifting out of the car right when we start raising it. Alright, she's coming out. Looks like nothing's doing anything sketchy, nothing pulling on it. That's a good sign. Okay. Okay, that's definitely not supposed to be like that. Why isn't that coming off? That's supposed to pop right off. We're getting this engine out, boys. I told you. That was a big engine. And holy shit. Looks crazy in here. And it's windy too. Wow. The cool part is there's not really a whole lot to be bolted onto this. It's mainly just this big old clunker here. Kind of sick. I'm very happy. Check it out. She's out. She's ready to get worked on. So, but yep, the Z engine is out, boys. As you can see, we got a lot of shit to do. Obviously, first things first, we gotta start taking off this transmission. That's a big part of it. We have a big beefy transmission we gotta take off. We got some exhaust ports that we gotta take off. What else do we have? We gotta remove the subframe that's holding the engine. Take that off, put on the new engine. Other than that, everything's pretty straightforward. Came off pretty damn easy, to be honest. So I was very hyped about that. Yeah, there's not really much to do, just unbolt, unbolt, unbolt. So we gotta be very careful with this transmission. And this engine is still good to use. We just have to fix some seals and stuff, but it's still a good engine overall. Looks a little crappy, but we'll still use it. But yeah, let's go ahead and separate the transmission and the engine. We got some more work to do, guys. Alright guys, so I ended up getting the bushing out, which was a pain in the ass. And it took me a minute, so that's why I didn't record it, because it was very frustrating. But we had to hammer it out, air hammer it basically. And now I have a new bushing that I'm going to put in here, because I'm doing upgraded differential bushings. So this is my big bushing. It's basically going to be a solid mount now. So it's not going to be nothing that's going to shake or needs to be replaced. It's just solid. And hopefully we don't get too much vibration. Hopefully not. So that's going to sit in there just like so. Wow, that looks pretty dope. I know that shit ain't coming out, so that shit was tough to get in. We got our stiff bushings for our drifting. Very solid, very, very solid. Alright guys, so we made a lot of progress, actually a very good amount of progress. We have the new engine about to go in the car. What we got to do is, we already switched everything over from the old engine that was already on the car, so as you can see it's on my engine stand. I've been working on this non-stop to switch everything. Pretty much what we got left is really just the motor and some parts on this thing. Now there's no engine harness, as you can see. So basically everything that I had on here, the engine harness is now on the new engine. And so now what's going to happen is I'm going to lift this engine, get it on top of the engine hoist. We're going to put it on the rack again. And pretty much all we got to do is just bolt it in. We got some stiffer mounts on this engine too. So I went with some, I don't know what brand these are, but these are supposed to be really stiff motor mounts. Alright, my clutch is done. Damn, son. Look at that GTR. Shit. Well, yeah, it's a beautiful day, guys. Brand new day in the shop. Obviously, we got our old engine put to the side already. And now, we got to focus on getting this engine back in. So basically all I got to do now is just change a few things here and there. We got this to change, to put that right here for the power steering. We also have to get the transmission back on the new engine, which is what we're gonna do right now. So basically what I'm gonna do, my plan is to use a jack, lift the transmission up, align it, slide it into the new clutch that we put in last night. Hell yeah. And then basically bolt it in. And then once that's done, we got to change this mount that's on the transmission too. We got our nice little fancy mount right here. So we got to put this mount onto the new transmission. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Oh man, that was freaking heavy. Don't want to hurt my back. Alright guys, we got our transmission mounted to the engine. Thank God, that was kind of a pain in the ass, but we did it. Now it's time to put the bolts on the transmission, get her all seated, and we're good to go. I have a Z1 oil catch can that I'm going to be putting on my 350Z as well. So I also have this catch can for it, some fittings, and then we also have some more stuff right here. So basically install that and then put this on the 350. It's almost done already. Basically have everything all connected, transmission to the engine, which is great. Basically all that's left, put the oil catch can, and then we'll throw it in the car. So see how far this goes. Alright guys, the time has finally come. The engine is coming out of the car. I mean, the engine is going into the car. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this moment, honestly. It's crazy how quick I did this build. I know I didn't get much recorded on this whole thing, but it's okay because it was kind of rushed. Anyways, I had a lot of stuff going on this weekend, so this weekend I'm going to be going out to a drift event. First time with this car, so I'm pretty excited. Honestly, looking forward to that for sure. So that's going to be a ton of fun. That's going to be for sure an experience, because I've never been drifting before, like on a track. I mean, I've drifted before, like with friends and stuff sometimes, but not actually seriously trying to drift on a track. That seems like it's going to be very fun. So I'm very hyped for that. And that's kind of why this video, or this whole build got rushed, because I really wanted to make sure that I'm able to make it to this event. Like I had this motor out last week and it's already going back in again. So as you can see, I did get quite a bit done. It is time. We have nothing left to do but to put in the engine. Let's freaking go. Are you ready, my love? It is time. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I got some very awesome news. So what we got going on is we finally have everything finished for the car. Last night I was able to put on the drive shaft, exhaust is on, sway bar, everything back here is all done, welded diff, everything's back on and ready. I just have to tighten some things down to spec, but we also have, yeah, exhaust is all done, everything's good to go. Transmission's all hooked up, back on the car. We did drain the fluids, we got brand new fluids in this thing. This over here is all good to go. We got everything hooked up, fuel lines, radiator hoses and all, everything's already hooked up, ready to go. Just gotta put some new radiator fluid. We also got a brand new oil cooler that I installed yesterday. Sway bars back on, of course, too, as well. Yeah, this build's coming along, guys. Honestly, didn't think it was gonna get this far, but it did. So fast, actually, is what I mean. obviously I know I can do it, but yeah, basically the oil cooler is gonna help keep the engine cool when we're on the track, because this is definitely just gonna be strictly a track car. It's not gonna be a car I'm gonna be driving around day to day in the streets and stuff. So I gotta figure out how to kind of move these hoses over. Pretty sure there's a way to move them around or something. But I'm waiting on a few more things. I'm waiting on a coolant reservoir. I'm waiting on some front crash bar beams, brackets. I didn't realize that I didn't have the brackets for these, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Basically, all we got to do now is just kind of start the car, see if it runs good. I'm sure it will, but I'm kind of scared, you know. Scared to see what's gonna happen. And this is obviously a brand new clutch line we have too. So of course we gotta bleed the clutch first. After we bleed the clutch, then we can finally get a good start going. So see how that goes. Damn, son. Oh, she sounds freaking sick. 163,000 miles on the clock. So let's just say that's the time we swapped this baby at. We got our little ripper e-brake here with some ghetto-ness attached to it, which we gotta fix, obviously. So we got our standard here. We gotta take this out and do some more cuts because it's kind of, as you can see, that's not good. But yeah, she's running nice, guys. She ain't smoking out the tailpipe like she was. Damn. Hell yeah. She's running like a freaking champ. Now we're gonna top off some of this coolant and see how she runs after. Yo. I don't know if it's getting my voice yet or not. Oh, is it Mike? Oh, wow. It's kind of scary letting go of the steering wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Just gotta let it go.
Letting the car go,
yeah,
control itself, basically.
That's the guy who drives that IS300. I guess he's drifting his car. He's doing really good. That's great. Thank you.
you.